Okay, this is 3me TV, this is Archer, and we're here with the lovely Aruba Reds, who's kindly given us some of her time in her busy schedule to have an interview. How you doing, hon?
I'm doing really
you
well,
good?
yeah.
It's good to see you again. Yes. When did we last saw each other at the Marley Restoration?
Yeah, the Marley Way regeneration celebration.
It was excellent. How did you find it?
I loved that day. I thought it was a wicked event. Lots of love for Small Green Shoots, and also obviously the One Love .org coming together to just put on a really nice street party for the community, and great artists, great vibe, nice food.
Yeah. Beautiful food. Okay, cool. So, for people that don't know who Aruba Red is, firstly, kind of just give us a background of how you got into music and where the name Aruba Red came from.
Well, music's always been a part of me. I come from like a very musical family. My dad's a musician. I kind of grew up touring and stuff and always been around musicians. But it wasn't something that I kind of was always pursuing from a young age. It was more just writing poetry and lyrics and just kind of a form of expression. It wasn't until later on that I got lucky enough to get hooked up with an opportunity to work with an amazing composer, multi-instrumentalist called Nitin Sawhney, and that led to me being featured on his album, and that was really when I was like, you know what, I want to give this a go, like in terms of a career. My sister chose the name Aruba Red for me. Aruba Red was a legendary female pirate who sailed the seas around 200 years ago. So I'm kind of bringing her back. Wow. A little bit.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
And do you feel that spirit through you when you're
I just like the rebelliousness of it, and I like the ambiguity of the name. I wanted a name that could reflect either me as an individual, but also some of the different ways that I work, because the collaborative process is really important to what I do. So if I've got my band, if I'm working with my producer, Camilo Torrado, or whatever it is, like Aruba Red kind of, you know, that's what it becomes. Yeah. So it can kind of embody all those different setups. In terms of influences, there's a lot of trip hop and dub and, you know, a bit of like, obviously acoustic and folk and stuff, and a big kind of mix up of all the things that have influenced me growing up. And I'm a big believer that if it's a good song, you can just, you need to be able to just play it on a guitar or piano, and it needs to kind of translate well like that. And then the production, to be honest, it can take many different forms in terms of, you know, if you're doing it with, you know, live musicians, or whether it's more of a electronic produced track, or, you know, a mix of the two. And it's just, I don't really think too much about genres when I'm making music. Like, whatever happens, happens.
Because I mean, I've listened to a lot of your stuff, and it's almost like every song is different, or every song has a different form. Like, I think you've done some kind of drum and bass stuff, electro, acoustic, obviously, reggae kind of influences. In terms of what you see yourself being in the music industry, like, you know how it is with the boxes and commercial market, like, are you worried about that? Is that your aim, or are you just trying to do you?
I think I've come to the realisation that, I tweeted this last night actually, that I would be making music whether anybody was listening or not. Good. So I have to remember that, like, if I never got booked for another show, or never like got to put any more music out, it's still something that has to come out of me, so I would still be in my bedroom making music. So it's like, anything beyond that is a bonus and something to be grateful for. So anybody that, you know, connects with the music, and the people that, you know, support it in terms of coming to shows, or, you know, buying the music offline, or even downloading it for free but talking about you and letting other people know, all of that is like a bonus that kind of comes after the fact that I'm a creative person and this stuff has to come out of me. In terms of the industry, I think if the music's strong enough and enough people connect with it, the rest should hopefully fall into place. Obviously a lot of it is a bit of luck and right place, right time, and meet the right people and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just enjoying the journey, and I'm trying not to focus too much on any specific goal or outcome. It's just about enjoying right now, and if, you know, the journey like takes me wherever it takes me, it's just about enjoying that, and that's what it is. And in terms of the sound, I don't worry about I think the music, the songs, because it's me singing them, that is the continuity that runs through all of them. So you'll still feel that connection between the whether it's a different kind of slightly different genre influence in music or whatever. You recognise that it's me. So that's what it ties it all together.
So still enjoying our orange juice. We took it to Aruba Red. For me, definitely one of the most diverse artists I know, 100%, and that's not just because she's sitting here. I'll say that behind the camera. So we kind of talked about your music, your writing process. For the people that I know are definitely going to be interested, where can they find out more about you, and what do you have out now currently?
Well, you can find about me on all the usual Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. All of that stuff is just Aruba Red. So Twitter's at Aruba Red, Tumblr's Aruba Red, Facebook's Aruba Red. So you can just find all that. I've got my EP out right now on iTunes, which is called Demos in Disguise, not Demons in Disguise.
No, I got that wrong
as a lot
once.
Of people think. Yeah, it's Demos in Disguise, and that's up on iTunes now. And also got some free downloads on Bandcamp and also my SoundCloud. We've just hit the limit of like free downloads, but I think every month they give you new ones. So if there's no free ones out there when you check, just go back like the following month.
Let me put that into perspective. You've hit the limit of your free
Well, there's
download.
like free download. I think there's like a limit you can have per month.
Okay.
And then when you've hit the next month, they kind of bump it back up.
So basically,
again,
what Aruba's saying, she smashed that. Like everyone's downloaded it. So next time you have
there's
to get
more.
on board.
Yeah, there's kind of So there's some free stuff. There's some videos up. Got an acoustic version of one of the tracks on my album called We're Gonna Make It, and that's on YouTube. Got my video Take Me to the Light, which features Logic, and I've just done a brand new track with an amazing rapper called Casheray.
Oh yeah.
And that track's called Feeling, and that went up a few days ago. So yeah, check that out. It's kind of a very feel-good summer, kind of mellow junglist kind of vibe. So that's really nice. And we just shot a new video at Masters Festival this weekend, so that's getting edited now. So.
Excellent, and that's a beautiful link into the whole kind of performance and tour, because I know you've been touring and doing shows like crazy. Can you tell us about some of the shows you've done so far to this day, festivals?
Well, this year we supported Maverick Sabre and Miss Dynamite on tour earlier this year in the spring. That was an amazing tour, really loved it. That was all around the country, and I want to shout out all of Maverick Sabre's fans because they came to the venues early. Sometimes when you're supporting artists, it can be kind of a challenge because they're there to see, obviously, you know, who they've paid to see. But everybody came early, the venues were packed out, we had a great response, and that was really, really nice to see. Like, when you get put up, you know, in front of a big crowd, you need to be able to hold your own and get people's attention. So that was really nice. After that, I went out to Manchester and did a project up there called Aftershock 10 with some really amazing musicians. Then I went to Jamaica for a while to just do some writing out there.
Hold on, sorry. Jamaica is my hometown, so you can continue.
That's okay. So that was really great. That was kind of part holiday, part kind of work and stuff, yeah. And then came back, obviously released the EP, been doing some shows in London, the Marley Way show that you were at. And then recently we went up to Cornwall, supported an amazing artist called Xavier Rudd on a beach session, which was on the beach in Newquay, like the sun was setting, really beautiful. And did an acoustic session on the beach for Relentless, who were sponsoring the festival. And then we did Masters Festival on the Saturday. That was amazing, like Dizzy Rascal and Ed Sheeran and the Ting Tings and people like that performing. So that was really cool. And yeah, we shot a video at that as well. Me and my sister kind of just went around on a bit of a mad one for the weekend, just shooting random festival type antics.
Cool.
So we're going to be editing that soon. And yeah, waiting to get confirmation on a tour for October. Fingers crossed that happens, and then I'll be back on the road.
Lovely. And just for people that don't know, like, are you signed? Are you unsigned? What's your?
I'm unsigned.
Yeah.
We're kind of talking to a few people.
I can't believe she's unsigned, but that's just a whole other issue. Yeah.
But you know what? I'm just, when the right situation comes along, I'm still making music. I'm surviving, and you know. Good, yeah.
I mean, you're in a position where you're unsigned, but you're still able to tour and do festivals. I mean, for anyone that's kind of trying to get on the bandwagon and do shows and tours, like what do you reckon? Like what are the things you definitely need other than a record label?
I think at the moment I'm doing it without a booking agent,
Yeah.
without a record label, without a publisher. Obviously it can be a struggle in terms of competing with people that have links directly to promoters and festivals and stuff like that. But I think it's just about building up relationships with people as you're coming up. So just get out there, do as many shows as you can, be nice to people, be genuine, you know, learn as you're going along. Don't get arrogant if you do get a little bit of, you know, stuff happening, because you just need to just chat to people, like, and just make links. And if people love your music and that you get a good reaction when you're on stage, people will book you and they will ask you to come back. So I think I've been lucky to be able to support some amazing artists. So like I've supported Natty on tour, I got to support Fat Freddy's Drop, obviously Maverick Sabre, Miss Dynamite, and through that you get to meet promoters, people that run venues and stuff. And then when they're doing their own bigger festivals and they have like a smaller acoustic stage or an unsigned stage or whatever, you know, they'll ask you to come back, and then you can just build it up from there. There's loads of bands and artists that have a really flourishing career from the live circuit without necessarily having a big, you know, major label deal in place. And it's just about reaching people, and if you entertain and you know, you reach people, it will work for you.
No,
so,
100%. I mean, I definitely want to see Aruba Red more out there, television shows. So where can they contact you again?
Twitter is @ArubaRed, Facebook is /ArubaRed. The Tumblr I've only recently started, so
Love Tumblr, yeah.
That's still quite new. I kind of do little photo collages of like the festivals that I've been doing. I did one for Jamaica as well. Like, I have to send you that one. It's my favourite. I've been there about 5 times now, so I've kind of put together like a little collage of all my favourite times out there. Got to record in like King Jammy's studio, which was amazing, in Kingston, and we did like a photo shoot in a marijuana plantation, and got to visit Sizzler's house, Judgment Yard. So we kind of did some really, really cool stuff over there. Kind of put together a little photo collage. So that's all on my Tumblr, so you can check that out at Aruba Red as well.
Alright, so to end it on a lighter note, I'm a very big trainer fanatic. Kibbs is a trainer fanatic. There's probably loads of trainer fanatics out there. I did notice your trainers, and I kind of noticed people's footwear before anything else.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the question is either what is your favourite trainer to wear, or what is your favourite shoe to wear? Because obviously you are a lady as well. So
I love trainers. I love trainers. I'm a very like conflicted person within myself. I try and separate myself from branding and materialistic things, but I find it really hard. I love fresh trainers. But at the same time, I found out recently that one of my favourite brand of trainers, I'm not going to say who it is, but they haven't been like really looking after their workers very well. Okay, don't make me emotional. I'm not going to say who it is, but I was quite disappointed in terms of just the other side of where they're coming from. So yeah, I'm just hoping that all those big brands like do the right thing, so that we can carry on looking nice, feeling nice. Do you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like you don't want to sacrifice. You know, you don't want to like think too deep into things all the time. But at the same time, everything we do like comes from somewhere else and it affects other people. So yeah, I'm not gonna bring up any specific brand at the moment. I'm just gonna say that I hope. You know what? If you've got millions to give out endorsements and sponsorship and funding, just pay people minimum wage. Just pay them a living wage. It's not that hard. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so we've ended it on a lighter note. Beautiful time with Aruba Red. Make sure you catch her. All her links will be on the screen. And you are working on new material.
I am,
so we can expect some new stuff from you.
Excellent.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Definitely. Excellent. 3meTV.